Hey everyone, and welcome or welcome back to the Mind, Body, Soul Evolution. My name is Debbie. Happy new moon in Libra. Today is the 20th, Monday the 20th of October. And tomorrow morning around, I think it's 8:35 in the morning, we are having a new moon in Libra. This is the first new moon in 3 years in Libra that we can actually start to manifest under. Because the last 2 years, 2023 and 2024, Libra was under a solar eclipse. The new moon in Libra is a solar eclipse. So in the astro world, we don't, at least most of us do not manifest under eclipses. But here's the thing. If you were born during an eclipse, maybe you manifest. So we are pulling just 1 or 2 cards for all signs. This is the star card. We'll see if that comes up for anyone. We'll just pull a couple cards for each sign to see what guidance this eclipse is holding for you. Eight of Cups, Empress, or High Priestess. To see what this eclipse is holding for you, because we have a lot going on. We have this first new moon in Libra, and again, since 2022, that we can manifest under. And it's also at the 28th degree. So it's the last degree of a sign is the 29th degree. It's called the anaretic degree, really the last degree. So this is the degree before the last degree. So this is where we're coming, some people are coming to a crossroads. They're coming to where they just need to push to get over the finish line to the next project. There's a lot of intensities happening. Mercury will be stationing retrograde, so we are kind of in the shadow element of that. And Pluto has stationed direct. So for some, don't be surprised if you start making bold moves or making bold statements. You know, those things that we've been repressing, or those things that we haven't been doing for ourselves, or some of us have had people kind of telling us what to do. So don't be surprised if you start taking some bold initiatives and bold action. Don't be surprised if your throat chakra starts to open up and you start to speak up for yourself where maybe in the past that you didn't. It's interesting. I'm still doing our fall readings for everyone, and I just did Scorpio and Sagittarius yesterday, and Scorpio was going through a major transformation, a little bit of shadow work, and Sagittarius is at the point where I'm Sagittarius. We're just done. We're done with the bullshit. We're done with people who are not honest. We're done with people who don't make time for us. We're just done with the things that are not aligned. So a lot of bold statements happening now, but we'll see. So let's shuffle our cards, and we will start off at the beginning of the zodiac with our Aries friends. Hello, Aries. And let's just see. 7 of Cups. Let's get a little more for you. 7 of Cups is the dream, right? The dream versus the nightmare. So what else does this hold for our Aries friends for this new moon in Libra? 7 of Cups, Judgment. Sagittarius had this yesterday. 8 of Cups. This card came up. So our first sign of the zodiac, the first sign of the zodiac is a fire sign. So for some of our Aries friends, you're done dreaming. You're dreaming. You're thinking about things and envisioning how you want your life to be, and you're like, I'm done dreaming. I'm ready to move forward and take action on my life. And I did a video about the truth of manifesting, because we're told that if you write things down, if you journal, if you set affirmations, if you repeat them, and all the woo stuff, if you pull tarot cards, that will help you manifest. But the thing is, manifestation is an action. You can get inspiration from these cards, but you have to take action. So Aries, if you have been dreaming about the life that you want or the future or a change that you want to make, but if you're not ready to break free and move forward to take inspired action, it's not going to happen. But I think you have the motivation, right? And although it doesn't say in this card, it kind of looks like he's gone like, is this the right choice? Is that the right choice? So here's the thing. The universe, the world, energy, whatever it is you want to call it, it rewards action. Imperfect action. Just any action, any step in the direction of your dreams. So Aries, you're moving towards that. This is a major arcana, right? Is the card number 20 is the card just before the world. It's the second to the last card. And this new moon in Libra is on the 28th, the second to the last degree. So Aries, I think you are ready for your push forward. So Aries, that is for you. And let's go into Taurus. I have to get in my mind. I should have a list down, make sure I don't miss anybody. If I miss any signs, I apologize. Taurus, Two of Pentacles. King of Cups. Okay. The Tower. Let's get a little deeper in for Taurus. Two of Pentacles is making choices aligned. Maybe we don't have to go any further with this. Making choices aligned. Here we go. Knight of Wands. Making choices. Hello. Aligned. Aligned choices. And you know they're aligned because we have the Knight of Cups. Right? This is the most romantic card in the deck. More so than the Lovers. Because the Lovers already have that established connection. The Knight of Cups is trying to make that connection. He's like, the high schooler who's got a crush on somebody and he's trying to impress them. So he's got the flowers and of course, the white horse in the background. There's the mountains back there that give him this universal strength, right? For moving forward with his dream. And there's also Taurus, a little love note. I'm going to call this a little love note right in the corner here. So, and how, if this is something that's new for you and you're trying to do things that are more aligned with how you feel and what you want for yourself, irrespective, you'll know it's working because the Tower shows up, another major arcana card. The Tower shows up because when we start to make changes, when we start to become more of who we are meant to be, when we start to move into alignment, things get shaken up, right? People around us can get upset. The environment around you will start to shift and to change to remove anything that's not in alignment with where you're going. And you meet with your passion, right? If you've got the wild stallion and she does in the background. I love all the horses in these cards, but for me, that's a universal nod from somebody on the other side. So leaning into your passions, the things that light you up, making choices aligned with your heart, aligned with your passions. But keep in mind, Taurus, that when we start to make decisive choices and take decisive action, things can get a little disruptive, and let them. Just let things start to get a little disruptive. It's just moving everything out of your way. That's not part of who you are anymore anyway. That is the evolution of who we are. So that is Taurus. Let's go on to Gemini. Hello, Gemini. How are you? Our first air sign of the zodiac. And that is, I'm a Sagittarius. That is the exact opposite of Sagittarius. So that's, for me, that represents balance, harmony, or looking at aspects that we don't normally see. You might be able to hear there's kids outside playing today. I don't know why. Today should be a school day, but I guess it's not. So, Gemini. Here we go. Okay, now the cards are coming out. Three of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Two of Wands. So, whatever you're focusing on, or whatever changes that, or intentions you want to set under this, or manifestations, I should say, you want to set under this new moon, ask for help, Gemini. I know sometimes our air signs do not like to ask for help. They're the big thinkers, right? They're in their minds and they try to outthink everything. But here's the thing. You only know what you know, and you don't know what you don't know. Ask for help. And when you do, help just starts to show up as soon as you ask for what you want, because you know inside you need it. Then help shows up. Ace of Cups, like listening to that inner space within, leading with your heart. It's funny because Taurus just had the Knight of Cups, and you have the Ace of Cups, right? Six of Pentacles. Again, this is that balance, that sharing of information, sharing of energy. This could be for you to reach out to Sagittarius because they represent the counterbalance of you. Two of Wands. Dreaming, planning, making the plans in your mind, but you have to take inspired action, Gemini, to have those plans come into fruition. Listen to your heart, Gemini. It's talking to you. Wherever, look at where your life may feel out of balance, and that's where your key lies for manifestation, or that's where what could be holding you back from your manifestations. The world is right there. It's just waiting for you, Gemini, to pick it up and to be a part of it. Gemini, let me know how you make out. Great reading for Gemini. We'll go on to, hello, Cancer. How is Cancer for this new moon? And I think the 21st, either during the new moon or the night after. So the new moon is Tuesday, the 21st. So I think it's on the 22nd, we have meteor showers as well. Around Orion, I think it is. So just after midnight, go and look at the meteor showers. Well, let's go into Cancer. Hello, Cancer. How are you? Happy new moon. Happy new moon. Excited to be able to manifest under Libra, which is about balance, harmony. It's about passion. It's about love. Ruled by the planet Venus. And Venus is at home right now in Libra. 10 of Pentacles. Right away. The Magician. Okay, Cancer. Here we go. 10 of Pentacles. So fulfillment, right? Completion. Stability. Structure. The Magician. Knowing that you have everything within you. Let's just pull one more card. Queen of Wands. Again, a celebratory energy, right? We're being asked to just celebrate life, embrace it. Not only the big life, right? The world, the global life, but yourself. Cancer, celebrate yourself. Celebrate your gifts. Remember who you are and what you came in this world with. It's time for you to start unpacking some more elements. Embracing your life, but embracing the global life, but embracing yourself and celebrating yourself. Cancer, you're being asked to celebrate you. And look at that. Once you do, then once you start to line yourself up and take inspired action, then look, you have complete fulfillment. You have everything that you need will be taken care of. Take the steps. Celebrate you, Cancer. Yes, celebrate yourself. Just raise your wand, raise yourself up, and look at it in her hand. There's like a little fire energy coming out of her hand. That is the magic in the bowl of the Magician, right? You have the power to manifest and to create. Raise your arm, take inspired steps. Move forward to your abundance, Cancer. Cancer, great job. I love this for you. We'll put these back in here. We will go on to hello, Leo. How are my Leo friends? My lovely lions. Oh, I love Leo. Most signs I love. There's always, once in a while you have a sign that you kind of run into and you go, I don't know about that. But it's always about your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus as well. So let's see what this energy holds for Leo. And Leo is a fire sign. We are in Libra, right, for the new moon manifestation. That's an air sign. So our fire signs, like, let this air energy kind of fan the flames of your passion, right? So let's see what the cards hold for our Leo friends for this new moon in Libra. My son-in-law is a Libra and my daughter is a Libra. So they balance each other out quite well. King of Pentacles, and this is very much my son-in-law. Self-made person, right? They have built up their lives from the foundation up. They have become very wise. Six of Cups. This is going to be a very interesting reading for Leo, I think. Let's just see what else is here. Okay. Nine of Wands. Leo. Reward is your gift right now. You are being rewarded for all the hard work. Nine of Wands. In the traditional Rider-Waite, it's considered the wounded warrior. Like, it's a man. He's got like a bandage around his head. There's like blood on it, and he's like hanging on to his staff, and he's just kind of crumpled over. You have worked very hard, Leo, beyond what other people see on the outside. Only you know what you have done to get to yourself to a place of stability. And I think this drive is coming for some of our Leos from an imbalance in your upbringing. Although I know this Six of Cups in the traditional Rider-Waite is about, childhood memories, and it's depicted here as, a young boy and his puppy and growing up into a man and a full-grown dog. And that's like the societal idea, but no, not everyone has that, like that really happy life. It's through your strife and your trials, Leo, that have given you the strength to endure when you were at the end of your rope, when you just couldn't go any further. Look, she's right at the fence. She just has to step over and she's exhausted. So she pauses. She leans into her inner light because she knows just beyond that, stepping over that fence, comes the reward and the stability. Take the step, Leo. Step over that fence. You're almost there. Keep going. Keep going, Leo. Powerful readings during this Libra new moon. I know my nose is itchy for some reason. Let's go into Virgo. Hello, Virgo. How are our Virgo friends today? We know I love myself some Virgos. Right away, the Hierophant. Your higher consciousness. Oh, geez, Virgo. Eight of Pentacles, the Moon. Two major arcanas. The Hierophant. His counterpart is the High Priestess. And when I was pre-shuffling, the High Priestess did come up. So, card number 5 of the major arcana. Fives are associated with transformation and change. Virgo, it's almost like you can't believe how your life is turning out. In a positive way. In a positive way. It's like you felt like you may have been feeling like you've been held back, either by what you've been taught as you grew up, or just from a lack of information, or you just didn't know how to quite get to where you're going. And it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe fulfillment right? Eight of Pentacles, like you've been working really hard. And there, I love this card because like she is manifesting. She literally, this is the manifestation card in this deck. Not in all the decks, but in this deck. And this is the Light Seers deck. She's literally manifesting her dreams. Like they're above her head and she's gotten everything here. She is lighting her candles and she's got her aloe plant and she's got her feather and she's got all of her elements here. You are manifesting, and out of nowhere, almost, you're going to see like the light start to open up for you, and you're going to start to take those steps towards your abundance, Virgo. You've been manifesting and dreaming for a long time. Get really clear. I know, I always say grab your journals, and I did say earlier that just journaling is not going to create your manifestation. What it will do, though, it will clear out some of the energy, and it will clear out some of the blocks in your mind, and it may give you answers for the path forward to take the next step. Literally, as you start to manifest, the staircase, the steps will automatically open up for you, Virgo. This is like a magical time for you. This is amazing. Like the whole staircase, the whole path is going to open up for you. And you just get to step onto it. And you'll go, oh, I can't believe, like, how did this happen? It happened because you had faith and trust in yourself. And in that, then you find your value and know that you are deserving of these things. Take the steps. Manifest. Do whatever magic you want. Crystals, candles, incantations, burning a bay leaf with your intention on it, green candle, white salt, cinnamon. Do all the things, Virgo. You have an abundance. All your dreams are coming true, Virgo. I love this for you. Let's go on to Libra. Hello, Libra. Right away. Ace of Swords. Changing your mind or cutting through some things or learning. Let's see what else comes up for our Libra friends. And I love this, the spiral on her with the crow flying in the sky. So let's see what else comes up for our Libra friends for this. This is your new moon, Libra. I mean, this is your new moon, the Empress. Now, we just had the Emperor for, I forget who it was. We had the Emperor. Oh, no, we did not. We did not. We had the Hierophant. So let's see. There's still balance of masculine and feminine energy. Let's see what else is coming up for our Libra friends. Again, this is your new moon, Libra. This is where you get to dive into all of your personality traits, all of your gifts, and just go wild. You will probably have the most successful. Ace of Swords and King of Swords, the Empress in the middle. So you're not dreaming, Libra. You're actually getting clarity on what you want and where you want to go, and it's not going to take you long. You're tuning in to a higher dimension of not only your own logic, but also your intuitive self as well. They're joining together in forces. You're creating something brand new. The Empress is a feminine energy. She's the counterpart or the divine counter to the Emperor. She is the one who is very heart-centered. She's very intuitive. She is the ultimate creator. And you see, like sometimes this could mean someone's, going to have a baby, but it means that you are birthing new ideas and you have the whole world within you to support you. And once you start moving forward, Libra, clarity comes straight. You take the intuition along with your logic that is starting to formulate in your mind, your thoughts and your ideas that are starting to formulate. Once you start to take action and lean into all of the abundance that is within you, clarity comes and you just have this open road in front of you for whatever it is you want. For some of you, you're creating a whole new life for yourself. You're creating a whole new life. Completely different from what you knew. And you're leaning in. Crows are always, whenever crows or ravens show up, they're always about guidance and divine wisdom and intuition. And the spiral, right? It's the many levels and layers of life, kind of like the universe is never ending. There are 12 universes now. The 13th universe is being created as in this moment, because we always ascend. So making your ascension into this new awareness for yourself, knowing that you can give birth to any kind of life that you want. You can create your own personal world. And you have a very clear idea and plan on how to get there. Clarity, Libra, is yours underneath your new moon. So great job, Libra. I love this for you. We'll go into Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. How are you? What does this Scorpio had a very intense card pull for the fall, right? Some shadow work and major breakthroughs for Scorpio, major moving up to not even the next level, but some quantum leaps for Scorpio. So let's see what just the new moon itself is holding for our Scorpion friends. Yeah, this is great. I love all this. That card was upside down. I'll just put it back in. Let's see if it comes back up again. What does this new moon in Libra hold for our Scorpio friends? Eight of Cups. Queen of Swords. Okay. Eight of Cups. Did we not just have that with Aries? Queen of Swords. This is going to kind of play into your reading for the fall, Scorpio. And I'll get to that in just a second. I just want to see if anything... I'll give you one more card and see what else comes out for you. Okay. Page of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Page of Pentacles. So you're having breakthrough, Scorpio. But as in true Scorpio fashion, you're not racing into it, right? Like, you're taking your time to get there because you realize how important this next phase of your life is. Not only are you getting clear in your vision, your words are getting clear, almost, Scorpio, to the point of being a little cutting, a little sharp in your words. But it's a direct process. So this could be a result of being hurt or just being tired of the way things are. But you're getting very clear in your vision and your words. And as you move forward, for some of you, this is a new career or a new job, a new career, or moving to a new place. Pages. This is that youthful energy, right? Explore, like, what do you want? What do you really need and want? Not like what everyone tells you should have. You know, you could want like a little cottage in the woods and the world is telling you have to have like a McMansion, right? But you're getting really granular on what are the things are, the necessities, the basics that make you happy. And then you can build from there. But you're moving away from all the chatter. You're listening to your own mind. And yeah, you're not taking any gruff from anybody. So yeah, if you have a Scorpio in your life, if you are a Scorpio or have Scorpio friends, they're getting very direct with the way that they do things and the way they approach their life. And they're going back to where things were easier, when things were less complicated and joyful. So you're returning back to your joy, Scorpio, especially if you've been through a lot. Scorpio, I love this for you. I love this Page of Pentacles. And it's just kind of, this is tree pose in yoga. He's kind of standing there, not worried about whether or not he or she is going to fall over, right? Just kind of hanging on to the mandala, like, okay. Like, I have my own little world here, my own little sphere, my own little circle, and I'm just going to see where this brings me. So, Scorpio, let us know where you are going in the world, because there is movement for you. So, Sagittarius, hello, my fellow Saggies, how are we? The last fire sign of the zodiac, the first sign of the last third of the zodiac. That's a mouthful. What does a Sagittarius, we were in our fall reading, Page of Pentacles again. We were done. we're done. We're done with the bullshit, right? So let's see what this new moon is holding for our Sagittarians as we move forward through our personal changes and revelations. You have the Page of Pentacles, which just came out for Scorpio. And the Scorpio reading for the fall kind of opened up the pathway for Sagittarius as well. But this is what these readings do. One sign opens up for the next sign. Paves the way or opens the door, brings a realization in, right? Okay, that one wants to come out. Sagittarius, you have Page of Pentacles. The World. Oh my gosh. Saggy. Oh my goodness. Page of Pentacles. Things are going to be happening very fast for you, Sagittarius. Oh my goodness. I think something's happening here. The Hierophant. The World. You are coming not only full circle to the completion of a major learning phase, but you're elevating very quickly to, oh my goodness, to the next level. I'm sorry, just something is happening here. You are elevating to the next level very quickly. Why? Because again, you decided to ground yourself. And grounding is an action for manifesting. Grounding is getting clear. Grounding is tactile. Having whatever it is you need to feel grounded. For me, it's the crystals, the cards. It is my yoga practice. It pulls out all the energy that's in the way to reveal the energy I need to look at. Coming back into your joy. Things move very quickly for you. You're ascending to a new spiritual or higher spiritual level, Sagittarius. To almost where this worldly experience, it's like you've learned enough lessons from this worldly experience to elevate to a universal or a celestial version of yourself, or more spiritually aligned version of yourself. And I don't really care for the term spiritually aligned or even awakening, but there's a higher elevation to your belief system for what you believe outside of yourself, in the universal divine element or aspect. We have sacred geometry on the world card. So if you know me at all, I work with Archangel Sandalphon, or he works with me, I should say. He's around quite often. His twin brother is Archangel Metatron, who is the archangel in charge of the sacred grid around the world, around the universes. So when these sacred geometry comes up, that's a sign that Metatron is around. So my personal thing is that that's Sandalphon as well, because they are brothers. Sagittarius, you're going somewhere. The Tree of Life is there. These steps are leading to the Tree of Life. So for me personally, I'm leaning into more studying of Kabbalah. The Tree of Life is from Kabbalah. So maybe Sagittarians, you want to do that as well. Sagittarius, that is your reading, and we'll go into Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn. How are you? The royalty. I say this all the time, but you are the royalty of the zodiac. The last of the earth signs. You are the higher of the highest as far as grounding, stability, logic. right? You are the foundations of us all. And I say this all the time, my paternal grandmother was Capricorn, January 1st. That's her birthday. The first day of the new year, right? That was her birthday. So, and she was very foundational. She had 11 children. 11. 8 boys and 3 girls. Goodness. That woman. Sorry, these are just too many cards coming out. So Capricorn, you have the Devil. You have King of Wands. What are you breaking free from? King of Wands is also associated with, well, our fire signs, but more so with Leo than the rest, because there's a Leo, there's a lion here. That's how I read this deck. So let's see what else is here for our Capricorn friends. Capricorn, Ace of Pentacles. And again, what has been holding you back, Capricorn? That's for you to decide. What has been holding you back, or what has been drawing you away from your focus? That's what the Devil represents. The things that hold us back, the things that kind of lure us into their darkness or away from our light. Right? That's your first thing, is to recognize what that is. But here, as soon as you realize that, Capricorn, right away you got this big burst of energy. You don't just have a little baby Ace of Wands. You skipped straight up to the King. Like all of a sudden this big inferno inside of you, this heated passion is starting to make its way. It's going to burn away any connections to this, to lead you into the new life. Something that is nurturing, something that has really sweet roots that dig down, making a new foundation. For some of your Capricorns, you may be moving into a new home. So Capricorn, what has been keeping you? What ideas, thoughts, way of life has been keeping you, pulling you away from your desires? As soon as you acknowledge that, you're going to start to burn any attachment to that, and you're moving forward into a brand new life, to where once you start to move away, opportunities will automatically start to present themselves to you. You're not going to have to do a whole lot, Capricorn. They're going to present themselves to you. Once you get that realization and you start to say, I'm no longer connecting to you. I'm no longer allowing this. Capricorn, that is your reading for this new moon. And we will go into, hello Aquarius. How is Aquarius? And let's just see what these cards hold for our Aquarian friends. Some of my favorite people are Aquarians. I know I say that about a couple of signs though, right? But there are just a couple of signs, that sometimes you just resonate with it. You just know that there's qualities about these folks that you meet that just kind of fill you up. And Aquarians are one of them. My best friend growing up was an Aquarius. She still is an Aquarius. Let's see. 2 cards face down, Aquarius. So let me see. Queen of Pentacles. Temperance. That's Sagittarius. So lean into your Saggy friend. And 3 of Pentacles. Aquarius, you are realizing that for you to have gotten to this place of independence, to this place of being a self-made woman, there are a lot of people along the way that have helped you. I almost feel like you're going into a gratitude phase, although none of these cards say that. But I have to go with my what's coming up. I feel like there's a lot of gratitude coming into the surface for our Aquarian friends, and for everyone who has helped you along the way, for the people who have been really helpful and loving and kind, and for the ones who have kind of like pushed you or not been helpful. Because you know there's temperance, right? There's balance, there's harmony. This is Archangel Michael, I believe. But there's harmony and balance in all of that. There's balance between helpful people and unhelpful people, between kind people and unkind people. So balance between the dark and the light. And you realize that that balance is necessary to create alchemy, right? If we can't appreciate the light, right? If we have never sat in the dark. I mean, we can't appreciate the stars in the sky if the night sky was not dark. We can't appreciate the sunlight and the heat of the sun until we've experienced like deep cold. And there's a lot of gratitude and appreciation for life's lessons for you Aquarius that are coming your way. And you have made it through all of them. You have not only survived, but you have thrived. And you get to take like your royal seat in your place in this world. So yours is all about gratitude. This is really becoming. And of course, I'm a Sagittarius, and the Sagittarius card, Temperance, came out. It's about alchemizing, creating, using, or allowing helpful forces, right? The divine guidance of forces. Because I said, gratitude for the people who have helped you along the way. That also means the divine guidance that has been backing you along your journey. It's not just physical people, although it can be, but also that divine guidance force behind you that has helped you to create, right? When we have lack of something, we are motivated to create what we don't have. That's the balance. That's the gratitude. Aquarius, thank you for that. I'm loving your reading. And Pisces. Hello, our lovely Pisceans. How are we? How are you? Let's see. Wait. Page of Cups. Queen of Cups. Okay, Pisces. You're just like ready. You're like, I've been patient long enough. It's time for me. Okay. You have Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, Three of Swords. So I'm going to pull a couple more cards for Pisces. So Page of Cups, Pisces, another high elevation. You are making your way to the top. Queen of Cups, you are the Queen of Cups. You are a water sign. Cups are associated with the element of water. They're associated with your intuition, with your internal guidance. Okay, nothing else wants to come out, so that's fine. Yeah. Page of Cups. And all of our water signs are highly psychic. Probably Scorpio is probably the most psychic, but our water signs are highly psychic. You're diving into all of that, and you're able to accomplish that in spite of the setbacks, in spite of the heartbreaks that come along with life, in spite of the fact that your mind or minds can spin and take you in a direction that is not helpful, that have been maybe feel like they have been a setback. But for some of you, I feel like there's been some really great heartaches or heartbreaks, and you're finally starting to rise above that. Right? You're here now, and you're starting to rise above that and taking your rightful place and not letting the past dictate your future or keep you from your future. It's the same thing with that Aquarius had. The struggles and strifes that they had were just the building blocks to bring them into their queendom, right? Their Queen of Pentacles. And the struggles that you have had, and the heartbreaks, the misunderstandings, maybe even the things you have said to yourself, have sparked something in you to rise to your highest place in this world. You're moving toward your own self, your Queen of Cups. This is you, Pisces. You're moving in towards her. You are becoming her. And she's already within you, I should say. She's already there. Everything that is not her is moving away. You're making space for miracles to happen. And why do I say miracles? Because in this, they have the little, like, you know, sometimes you say, like, oh yeah, like something will happen, like when pigs fly. Well, you have a flying pig here. You have a flying pig, and guess what? That must be true, because you are moving everything out of the way as you step into your own new self. A lot of expansions under this new moon, a lot of creative energy, a lot of manifesting powers. So don't underestimate your own ability to create and manifest. Though remember, manifesting requires action. It requires direction. It's not just sitting down and writing something out. That helps. That helps to clear out the energy. It helps to gain clarity in your mind. But then you have to take inspired action. One step will lead to the next. Even if it's an imperfect step, it doesn't matter. Get up. Do your thing. Manifest your dreams, everyone. This is a powerful new moon on Tuesday the 21st. So happy new moon, everyone. Until next time, I send you light and love.